What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again. Ooh. Okay. So we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 7, the jet set and the upset. Okay. Um, so we get into the episode, we see what everybody doing. We find out Riley got some little friends. She's setting in well up in New York or whatever. You know, Cynthia trying to call everybody, ain't nobody answering. And then we settle on, Drew and her husband. They seem like they're in a good place or whatever. They're getting ready to do this move and, from one house to the next house that's a few blocks away. And he brought her this scooter that she's been eyeing, because of her Achilles, and she can't really get around the way that she wants to get around. And when I found out what type of scooter it was, I said, bitch, them scooters that they be having on the street, okay, that you got to pay for, Lyft and Uber scooters and shit like that, all right, that I be seeing people getting on, busting their asses with. And I said, this bitch just broke her Achilles. I mean, she ripped that bitch like this. You know what I'm saying? And so you going to put her on a scooter like this so she can bust her face, bust her knees, bust her shin, all that stuff. Okay, I said, Ralph, what you trying to do to your lady? I don't get it, but all right, Drew was happy, so that's all that matters. Like I said, it seems like they're in a better place, and, she was talking about their relationship or whatever, but also doing this brunch or this little lunch or something, this little get together that she wanted to put on for the girls before they all go to South Carolina. She was like, listen, because Ralph was like, you sure you want to go to South Carolina right when you about to do all this packing and this moving and stuff like that? She was like, yes, bitch, unlike you get up and just leave for 3 days to go to Tampa without telling nobody. I told you where I'm going. I gave you a heads up. I said, truth be told, you ain't had to tell his ass shit. You could play tit for tat and watch him be mad. But then again, that'll cause a little contention, you know what I'm saying? And that's not what we want in a marriage or whatever, or relationship, period. But, that stuff was going on. Meanwhile, she calls Candy to make sure that she's gonna be at the lunch or the little get together, and she said, cool. We get Kenya, Kenya girl, you just wanted to be cute. I get it because I be having my moments too. You know what I'm saying? Like some days I wake up and I be like, damn, bitch, you look good. You really look good up in what you got on. And you be having your heart set on the type of shoes and shit that you gonna fucking wear. And then you look outside, it's snow, it's rain, it's wet, it's muddy, it's fucked up, and you like, damn, should I chance it? But it'll throw my outfit off, and I don't want to change the outfit. Kenya said, fuck it, bitch. Okay, I'm finna put my heels on, and if I fall, bitch, I fucking fall. At least I look good when I fall in them shits. I said, all right, I'm still confused about the face mask without the mask. Okay, you're defeating the purpose. All right, you really are defeating the purpose, but okay, you look good. You look good. I'll give you that. She met up with Latoya. They're all giggly. And let me just say this. Latoya, something about her just, from day one. It's just, I don't know if it's going to be like this each and every time I see her, but each and every time I see her so far, it's just something about her just annoys the hell out of my spirit. And it's not even Kenya. It's Latoya that annoys the hell out of my spirit. Okay? I don't even care when they're together. It's just something about Latoya that annoys the hell out of my spirit. But moving on from that, this scene, they was cute or whatever, giggling and all that stuff. And, I do like the fact that we do get to see Kenya a little bit happy because of last season, the shit that was going on with Mark, that was a whole thing in itself, okay? It's good to see her with her little spirits up, so I'm glad she do got somebody that she can really kiki with, even if I think it's fake as fuck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they have a good time, so we can't deny that. Moving on from that, Kenya was like, hey, girl, they trying to get their food ready, and, Latoya talked about something. She want this, veggie omelet or whatever, no cheese and all that shit. King said, well, bitch, I'm finna eat my shit. She was like, no, girl, we going to the beach. She said, bitch, I gotta lose 5 more pounds. So, okay, I'm gonna get my fried green tomatoes and all this stuff. If we gonna be on the beach, I gotta be beach ready. I said, girl, it is what it is. You look good, okay? But, she had some little gifts or whatever to give her. some underwears. I said, women be, y'all friends be gifting each other just draws and titty shits like that all the time. These two ladies to get, listen, Kenya and Latoya need to go ahead and fuck. Now, I don't care how much Latoya bothers me. I will watch that shit. I told y'all before, I would see it and I'd be for it. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all giving me. Stop this fake lesbian tease if y'all not gonna do nothing. At least kiss one time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a perv for saying that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like one of those dudes that be like, kiss, kiss. I want to see two women kiss. I feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Just do it, okay? Just go ahead and do it. Click clack for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And see if you like it and give us a report. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all keep playing on this, fake lesbian vibes or whatever. See, that's what I love about women. We can give off those vibes and it don't even be that. You know what I'm saying? It be just fun and games, okay? And we can go back to our everyday life. But meanwhile, you know, she get a phone call from Drew. Drew invites her to the dinner as well. And, you know, she kind of hesitated when she said Latoya, you know, because Latoya already been throwing shots. And surprisingly, that Drew is cool with Kenya when Kenya been throwing shots, and Kenya throwing shots up in the, you know, confessional because she's going on to South Carolina on a private jet. And I think it was like $50,000 or whatever. And it's only going to be for 4 people. And she said the nanny, Brooklyn, and herself and Latoya, and if it was more people, the more money that she'd have to spend on a bigger jet. And, you know, if they want to get and fly some stuff, they can get their own stuff. I said, didn't Fallon got a plane or whatever? Then she offered to fly everybody, whatever. But, you know, if you want to spend your money, King. You do what you got to do. It was a little shady, but okay, you know, you want to flex a little bit and have the people on the flight do what you want to have the people on the flight with, you know. She told Drew that. Drew didn't take offense to it for now, you know. And she said, okay, cool, y'all can come, fine. Then they get into this whole situation about what's going on between her and Mark, and how Mark basically being a bitch, okay? Mark don't want her to do this. Mark don't want her to do that with the baby and all this stuff. And she the one that got full fucking custody. I said, this don't make no sense. Girl, and Mark is a petty ass bitch, okay? Mark did something that I probably would have did. You know what I'm telling you? I'm a little toxic. Y'all probably figured that out already. When I tell y'all shit about myself, I am not lying, okay? I'm a little toxic, okay? Now, the reports came out saying that Mark, you know, happy birthday, Kenya. You're the Aquarius. I don't even like y'all like that. You know, that's probably why I don't fuck with you like that. But, you know, some of them I can stomach, some of them I can't. But happy birthday. You look good. 50 years old. That walk video, it was everything. I was a little confused when Cynthia did her walk video. I said, Cynthia, you're supposed to be the model. That walk was trash. Then you got Kenya's walk video, and I was like, that's good, okay? Mark sent out the divorce paper or whatever, or announced the divorce or the split the day before her birthday. I said, you is a nigga. Why would you do that? Just trying to rain down on the girl parade. But, you know, it is what it is. So they're about to get ready for South Carolina and this dinner or whatever with Drew, and we're going to see how that go. Girl, just divorce that bitch, okay? Divorce him and take him for whatever the fuck he don't get. So it's time for Drew's little get together, and I will say this: Ralph is acting on his best. Listen, I don't know if Ralph like predicted some shit, or you know, it's really because of the fact that I'm pretty sure he do love his wife or whatever, but you know, maybe the death of his father really did get to him and just made him realize that, you know, he really needs to be a husband and really be there and change some of his ways. I don't know what happened, because this is a one. I ain't gonna say completely 180. I'm gonna give him 120. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 100. This is a complete change from what we seen when we first seen Ralph. Ralph is all, you know, he good being a house husband and being a little butler and getting butler. You know, he happy with that. Okay, I said being supportive and everything. Checking out the wife or whatever, saying, baby, you look good. Okay, what we gonna call this here right here? We gonna call her Sasha. I like that. I was like, all right, we being supportive and shit. Okay, Ralph, you trying to change our mind a little bit? It might work. Might is the key word. But, you know, keep this up. I like this new Ralph that we seeing for this episode. We don't know how long it's gonna last. You know, we got to put that in there. We don't know how long it's gonna last. But, So they doing all of that. You know, she a little nervous. You can tell she a little nervous. It's the first time hosting these girls in her old house before she go to the new house or whatever. And you know, bitches talk and all that stuff, and they be gossiping and shit. And of course, you know, they was gossiping. Latoya, her ass was gossiping again about Drew's wig. My thing is, if you got that big of a problem with her wig, why don't you tell her to her face? Why do you have to keep on going around telling everybody about it? I mean, I know it's cute shade or whatever, but like I said, Latoya, she just annoys the hell out of me because I feel like she's coming off a little bit too much and she tries too hard. Okay, and you're harping on this girl wig, and it's like you're trying to make an issue that is none. And now they got beef going back and forth on social media about this wig situation. I'm sitting here like, is this really what we're about to go back and forth about? It's just like on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City when the drama all became between Jen and Mary because Mary said that Jen smelled like hospitals. I said, I know this is not what it's going to be. I know this is not what it's going to be throughout this whole show. Now, I had real high hopes for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Don't know why. The shit boring now. But anyway, moving on from that. Ralph opening up the door. First of all, Cynthia was the first one coming there. They up there talking. And I'm sitting here like, damn, is the doorbell low? That's why y'all leaving, because that house seems like a little crack house, okay? The doorbell don't work, all right? They knocking on the door, they can't hear it. I said, damn, what's going on? Because then Candy came to the door after Cynthia got there. Candy came to the door. She knocking on the door. I guess she rang the doorbell. Bitch, they didn't hear shit. Candy let herself in the door. I said, you know what? I probably would have did the same thing, you know. Kenya showed up, you know, everybody looked nice and comfortable, whatever. And Portia was the last one to show up. She had on orange. I thought it was a dress code at first because everybody was in black, and then here come Portia in orange. But, you know, everybody was having a good time. They looking at Ralph like, oh, he's just so jovial. You know, telling Kenya, you want something to drink? You want some champagne? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, I'm Ralph. How you doing? All right, you need me to take this back? Okay, you need some shots? Here you go. Here you go. Portia and her jokes about Ralph. Oh, he just worked out, huh? I just want him to lift something, lift this table or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And they, of course, asking them in the confessionals. I said, don't get these ladies tripped up. Asking them how that man look or whatever. That's that lady husband. I would have said he look good. He look good, okay? I would have been just like Kenya. He look good. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shame in complimenting. I don't want the nigga, but he look good. You know? He decent. But moving on from that, that's when, you know, they figured out, they realized that Latoya wasn't there, and they trying to figure out where she's at. And that's when Portia was like, you know, I come in the house and I'm trying to see what her wig looked like, because, you know, Latoya talking about her hair was sliding, glue was everywhere and all this stuff. And I'm thinking she gonna have crunchy edges and everything, and glue here and glue there. And I'm like, the shit ain't that bad. So, you know, with this shit that's going on, I'm finna tell everything that happened. I said, bitch, I probably would have did the same thing, because I ain't no lawyer to, you the new bitch. But, you know, I want to start a little bit of drama. So that's what Portia seemed like she was on. She wanted to start a little bit of drama, bitch, because you could have kept that to yourself. And of course, that's what happened. And Drew sitting there like, why is she coming for me? I don't even know the girl. Like, what's going on? I said, Drew, bitch, we don't know. Oops. So, you know, Drew was a little confused about why she getting, you know, called out by this girl Latoya. And in the confessional, you know what I'm saying? You know, Cynthia was taking her for it. She was like, it's like, you know, we've all had bad hair days. Like, we're all guilty of it. So what? You know, why make a big deal of it? Which is what I don't understand. Like, why are you going around just telling everybody and making a big deal of it? Because everybody just had a bad hair day. Bitch, I ain't having a bad hair day, but I do need to get my shit retwisted. I got to take this down or whatever. So, like, girl, get over it, okay? Bitch, but when Drew was in that confessional and she was like, Latoya who? What? I don't even know her. Like, what exactly do she do? And the producer, whoever was behind that, said, she does YouTube. And Drew said, that's a job. Now, on the one hand, I said, bitch, don't come for YouTube or whatever, because motherfuckers be making bank off of YouTube. That is a job for some people, okay? Some of these people be making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars off of YouTube. Ashley ain't one of them, you know what I'm saying? You know, Ashley would be cool if she make a couple of thou, you know, here and there. That's just a possibility, and that's just a maybe, okay? But, you know, most of us got other jobs too. So I was like, I should take offense to it. But she was talking about Latoya. Y'all already know how I feel about Latoya. But I was like, hold up, Drew. Some of these YouTubers got more money than your ass. No shade, okay? No shade. But it was cute shade. It was cute shade on both parts. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, bitch, whatever. And she was like, you know, you ain't gonna come with my quarantine wig. I mean, look at Kinky. She came in what she came in, and she look cute. I said, bitch, what? Portia said the person that did the offense to her ain't here, so she gotta attack the next person that's close to the girl. Okay, and that was you, Kenya. Kenya had on this cute little Adidas dress that was on, and she was matching in her Adidas. Okay, come on, Adidas, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was matching in her Adidas or whatever. And you know, of course, Kenya had to shade her in the confessionals, which was fine with me. Okay, she said, bitch, you know, I outdress you and hair you and all that stuff or whatever. And don't ever talk about the beauty. I mean, Kenya, you a cute girl, but let me shut up. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. Cause I was about to say I fucked Drew before I fucked Kenya. But anyway, that's cause I always had a crush on Drew. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's why I said don't worry about it. I don't want that to come off like I'm biased because I already y'all anyway, shut the fuck up. They kind of just got to me or whatever. That was cute though. It was funny. I liked it. You know, the little cute fun shade. But then shit got a little serious. You know, they was up there talking. Then they started talking about Drew's relationship. They was like, ooh, we not gonna talk about that right there because, you know, hubby right there, whatever. It was like, yeah, I was trying to kick your ass up at the table. We'll tell you to shush, okay? You know, she was talking about that. And then talking about her marriage, talking about her mama being a pastor, and, you know, how they all work in church or whatever. You know, Ralph, he plays some type of instrument or some shit like that or something like that. And Drew, she sings or whatever, you know, because she is a singer, you know, and they was like, girl, give us something, give us something. And she was like, what, you want me to sing? I said, bitch, you was waiting to sing. Go ahead and give him a little something, okay? Drew was like... Me, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I said, you better roll, and you better run, bitch. Girl, Portia gonna say something. I said, she sound good. Girl, I was nervous because I forgot how Drew sounded if she could sing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, can she really sing? But she sound decent, okay? It wasn't on no Candy. Thank God it wasn't on Candy level, but it was decent. Bitch, when they played that clip back of Portia singing at the reunion, Amazing Grace. If y'all have not seen A Mother's Love stage play, I'm going to tell y'all this again. Go try to watch that shit on BET+. Portia was up in that motherfuckers trying to sing. I said, girl, you got a lot of balls. You got a lot of guts, okay? Because, girl, it wouldn't be me up there trying to sing knowing damn well I can hold a tone. But, girl, I ain't got no voice for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? If I start playing with y'all gonna be like, damn, bitch, you got that shit. I'm like, yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? But no, you gotta know your limits, you gotta know your strengths. But it was funny. She was like, I did it first, okay? I like so far this episode it was more so comedy. It was lighthearted. So I'm actually liking this episode so far. You know, and then it comes down to how the girls getting down there to South Carolina. They're gonna meet up at Candy's house. Cynthia can't meet up there because she got a business obligation, so she's going to be a few hours behind. You know, then they find out about the private jet. You know, Drew was alluding to how y'all going to get there and all this stuff. And we going to be in a Sprinter going down to South Carolina. How y'all going to get there, whatever. And then, you know, of course, Kenya feels some type of way because she told her already about that. But then Drew was saying it like that because you had already told her don't say it to the girls. You sent the text message to her and said don't tell the girls about this private jet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Kenya feel like Drew was being a little sneaky or whatever. And, of course, a couple of them felt some type of way, especially Candy. Like, damn, bitch, what the fuck? You know, you going on a private jet and all this stuff. Like, you really need that? But, I mean, Candy, you want to get you a private jet, you can get you a private jet. I mean, I wouldn't do it. It's just from Atlanta to South Carolina. But, you know, if you want to spend that money, okay? But after that, everybody had a good time. And Ralph and Drew probably had some sex that night. That's all. So, everybody is now in their respective homes and they're getting ready for the trip. And, you know, we got Candy and Todd talking about how she thick and thick. And, you know, he was like, baby, that's a good thick. Now, let me tell you something. Because sometimes when we get offended when you tell them that they thick or whatever, you got to differentiate. You know, because sometimes thick mean fat and sometimes thick mean baby. I fuck the shit out of you regardless. That's what it means. That's what Todd was on, okay? You know what I'm saying? You got to differentiate, you know, but, you know, they trying to figure out what they going to be doing. You know, he going to be hanging out with Mike or whatever. Probably playing around with some strippers or whatever. Who cares, okay? Portia setting up where PJ going to be at and talking to her mom about that. Shamia is also coming on the trip, too. You know, that should be something. Probably a fun time as well, you know. But what I really want to get into, you know, Cynthia and Noelle, they talking about the trip, and, you know, she said Greece was a little bit better, but we're in quarantine and all that stuff. Woo, woo, woo. But let's get to Drew. Now, Drew, girl, I gotta be real, girl. Come on, girl. Girl, listen. LaToya was talking about your wig, bitch. LaToya was talking about your wig, bitch. She ain't seen. Don't let her see the one that you was in that room with Ralph with on. Please don't put that on in the Sprinter, okay? I don't know what it was, but bitch, it was too dark. It was too curly for your head. Mainly it was too dark and it was too much, okay? I don't know, girl. It didn't fit your face or whatever. It made you look older. Take that shit off, okay? Take that shit off and burn it. That's the shit that you clean up in the house with, okay? You don't go outside with that. Maybe you probably do go to the grocery store with that, you know, when you're trying to be incognito. That's what you try to do. But, bitch, not when you're trying to be cute, okay? Ralph was like, I mean, it's okay. Ralph was trying not to hurt her feelings, okay? He was trying to be a good husband. But, girl, take that wig off and burn that shit, okay? I said this whole time, we trying to defend you about, you know, LaToya talking about your wigs, and then you gonna go do some shit like that. I ain't like it, okay? It made you look older. It was too dark. Take it off. So everybody is getting ready to leave, okay? You got Kenya putting the stuff in the car. We got LaToya coming up in there. You know, they go to their little private jet. Of course, Kenya had to tell LaToya what Portia said about the Drew thing. And, you know, of course, LaToya, she didn't deny it, but she said that Portia was being extra about it. She's being extra or whatever the fuck she said. But anyway, girl, that little private plane, No. Put my ass on that shit and that bitch gonna tilt. Okay, bitch. No. Ashley don't do small stuff, okay? After Leah passed, I said, no, girl. No, ma'am. Y'all can have that plane, okay? It just didn't look too safe to me, but, you know, they probably had it up to specs and stuff, and thank God they made it there safely and back, you know what I'm saying, without incident. But I'm scared of little planes. I thought that thing would be a little bit bigger, but no, it was a little too small for my liking. And truth be told, I would have preferred to drive in a Sprinter, okay, because, you know, I don't like the division. That would have, like, Kenya, that would have been a good time for y'all to bond and stuff or whatever and get y'all keys out. And I know you're trying to get there early so you can set up or whatever, but the girls don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Get on there and have some camaraderie or whatever. I would have liked to see everybody on the Sprinter. The Sprinter looked like it was about to start popping, whatever. They was drinking and shit on the Sprinter, you know. Portia showed up first, okay, and she showed up with Shamia and Dennis. Dennis drove her there, and we looking like, so you just said that you wasn't gonna fuck around with him, did you go to dinner with him, and what all that happened? Of course they had to question her on the bus about that, you know, seeing what's gonna happen with that. Tanya showed up. I was like, damn, bitch, I forgot Tanya was on the show. You know, they really trying to, like, Tanya barely been on this season. It's only episode 7, but she's barely been on this season. Is it because of the drama with stripper gang and all that stuff, so they limited her, taking some of her scenes out or whatever? You know, her basically saying that she off the show or something. I don't know. It is weird. Marlo barely been up on this show too. You know, she comes in a whole hazmat suit looking like Naomi Campbell when she go on her regular airplane rides. And I don't even blame Marlo. You know, Portia Sage in the place, the bus or whatever, they get on there and, you know, just having a good time. And it looked like real fun. So, you know, they got a 5-hour trip, so they got to make it do what it do. I forgot to mention when Portia showed up, you know, and Shamia at Candy Place or whatever, they was talking about the kids and how they was crying and all that stuff, and then they was just acting silly, doing group hugs, and then Portia was like, let's kiss. And Candy said in their confessional, No. And I'm so mad that they went back and they show where they friendship just went off the rail. That real big thing, when Portia said that, let me eat you out and all that stuff. Y'all know what happened. But anyway, everybody got there. They on the bus and, they talking about threesomes. Now, let me tell you something. I would have liked to been on the bus, but bitch, I would have liked to been on the bus that had some air conditioning because Ashley, big bitches and heat don't work. You know what I'm saying? We don't work all the time, okay? We're not about to fry bacon up in there. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's about to happen. But, anyway, they up there talking about threesomes and stuff like that. Drew said she never had one, not with her husband, but we'll go to a strip club or whatever. Of course, Candy talking about something. She had threesomes. They was like, Tico Tanya, do you guys make them sign an NDA? She was like, yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. I was like, of course. That's why we don't hear shit. Girl, you mean to tell me Candy got the sex dungeon and Candy Coated Nice and bring back Candy Coated Nice on YouTube, okay, Candy? Since you do speak on it, bring back Candy Coated Nice on YouTube, bitch. I'm so sorry for anybody that missed that. Because back then when that came on, that was the shit to look forward to. I forget which night it came on, but that was the thing to look forward to. But bring that back. She got her little candy toys and all that stuff. Of course, Mama a freak. Mama Mama like threesomes and all that stuff. Marlo said she ain't doing no shit for no rich man that she could do for. Girl, girl, whatever, Marlo. You probably done some other stuff. But basically, they were just all having a good time, talking about where Cynthia was at. Portia now, not Portia, Kenya and Toya get to girl, this their first time riding on a private jet. I mean, I'm just not the type of person that'd be all, oh my God, look at this. I'm just not that. That's not in my personality. So, maybe that's just them. No shade. I probably was happy that they was actually able to touch the goddamn ground. Okay, after that, they probably was scared, bitch. But they get there, they, doing up the rooms or whatever. Oh, they gave Marlo the supposedly bad room, because her and Kenya don't get along. And I'm surprised that Kenya gave Portia a decent room, which was cute. I was like, all right, that's nice. Okay, we starting off on the good foot. Now, next week, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Marlo versus Kenya. They put that up in the commercial. Girl, it's finna be a mess, but I'm finna be here for it. Anyway, so, the bus once again ain't got heat, and then they find out that the girls, because Marlo finds out, she asked the question about how did Kenya get there, why Cynthia wasn't there. Cynthia, leaving a little bit later than them, and Marlo finds out that Kenya was on a private jet, and Drew was like, she had already told me that they gonna be on a jet, but then she told me not to tell y'all, and I'm like, what the point was. And then I think it was Candy or somebody had looked at Kenya's Instagram and saw that baby Brooklyn was on there, and she was like, wait a minute, so she brought her baby, so Portia is pissed off. I said, oh Lord, here we go, Real Housewives of Potomac cabin house all over again with Wendy and Ashley, when Ashley brought her baby. Okay, this is what we about to happen because Portia is up in arms. She was like, damn, bitch, you could have told us, because then I could have brought my baby and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. Girl, it's about to be a mess. I hope they don't draw this out. Just let it go. It is what it is at this point. We can't change it. But that was the Real Housewives. I actually kind of liked this episode. You guys tell me how you felt about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.